Welcome to Skid Row. We're out here on 6th Street. I'm with the Urban Connection. Come on inside. Welcome to Urban Connection. Normally this place is full, whether it's homeless guests, volunteers, or our intern team. Right now, we've emptied out the building. We're getting ready to turn it around for our evening activities. So we've got a little time for me to show you around and let you know what we do. This is our intake counter where guests can come and fill out a simple form and talk us through who they are and what they need and what their story is. This is where the whole process begins, where we start to find out who a person is, what their story is, and how we can connect them with providers in the area who can help them meet their needs. When somebody first comes in, we don't stay up here at the counter and talk to them the whole time. We want to sit down, relax over a cup of coffee, and have a conversation, get to know the person. So we bring them over here. Now normally, these tables are set up, they're down on the floor, and they're packed with people. We've got a coffee bar over here where we allow people to have coffee and pastries and just sit down and relax. We're not trying to push an agenda or have them fill out a form real quick. We just want to know who they are, what their story is, and how we can help them meet the needs that they have. The coffee bar for us is just another step in that process. Outside of Skid Row, if I want to connect with a friend, I don't just stand out on the street and talk to them. We go and sit down, maybe go to Starbucks, have a cup of coffee, and have a conversation. It's a time that there's not an agenda. We don't have a schedule for our conversation. We just let things go where they go, let me learn about their needs, see what's going on in their life. That's what we do here at Urban Connection. We don't have an agenda to sit down and get certain answers out of people or to make sure that we follow a timeline. We sit down and we build a relationship, a natural, organic relationship where we find out what a person's needs are, where we find out where they're from, what they need in their life, and how we can connect them with that. At the Urban Connection, we're not just interested in meeting a person's physical needs like housing and clothing and medical care. We're also interested in meeting their emotional and spiritual needs. That's why we built this sanctuary, where daily we have Bible studies and devotionals where our guests can get into the Word of God, where they can spend time in worship and prayer, learning what it's about to be a Christian and what God's plan is for their life. We also address our guests' social needs. By providing this place, opening it up for movie nights and concerts and other special events, we allow guests to come in and just leave the worries of life behind them, just to take a couple hours and have fun, lay back, and relax. Skid Row is known as the homeless capital of the world. Each night, thousands and thousands of people spend the night on the streets. There are shelters on every corner, but for most of them, you have to stand in line at a certain time or meet a certain set of requirements in order to get in. Because of the fact that many of the homeless people are mentally ill or have some other handicap that prevents them from being certain places on time or remembering appointments, that means that a lot of the most vulnerable people end up on the street. At the Urban Connection, our policy is different. As long as a person's willing to be safe and abide by the rules, we let anyone in. We won't turn people away even after we've run out of cots. We figure it's better to sleep on the floor inside than outside on the streets in the cold. Right now, our guests are sleeping on the first floor, in cots, on the floor, in chairs. We can fit about 125 people, although we pack in more on rainy nights and when it's cold. But we've got this whole third floor that eventually we want to convert into an overflow shelter. As you can see, there's still work to be done. The floors are filthy. They're caked with grime from years of neglect. This stuff needs to be cleaned up and painted over so that our guests can sleep here without getting filthy. We need your help though. We need paint, we need supplies. Most of all, we need people who are willing to come down, get dirty, and work hard so that people can sleep up here. Hundreds and hundreds more than we can possibly accommodate downstairs. Thanks for checking out the Urban Connection. If you'd like more information or to sign up to volunteer, check us out at urbanconnection.com, urbanconnection.tv, Facebook, Twitter, or call us at 888-889-8687.